Hey, what is up, YouTube? So yeah, this guy just happened last week. Long story short, my wife asked me what I wanted for my birthday that just passed last Sunday, and I jokingly told her, how about the Vacheron Overseas in blue? Well, she didn't take it as a joke, and she freaking got me the watch for my birthday and Father's Day. So there is a lot to cover in this video, so let's jump right in. Alright, so for a super quick unboxing here, we got the outer shipping box that it comes in. And then you got the actual outer box itself. It comes in this sleeve, we'll put aside. And then this beautiful wood box that the watch sits in. And then to open up the wood box, you got the watch itself right here. So we'll take that out, slide that here, and then you got the hand tag. Then I'm going to flip this around, opening up the tray. You have the rubber strap and an additional leather alligator strap, and the clasp that goes with it. Now opening up this box here, I already have some extra pieces here. I took out 2 links from the watch, and the watch itself arrived completely sealed, factory fresh, in this plastic sleeve here. So here are booklets and manuals, certificate of authenticity, and invite to the Hour Club, and the booklet itself. And then here, the all-important warranty card. Now for some stats. This is the Vacheron Constantin Overseas reference 4500V that debuted in SIHH 2016. It is the time-only model in blue dial. The case measures 41 millimeters in diameter by 11 millimeters in thickness, and it is 48.7 millimeters lug to lug. It's powered by the in-house 5500 movement, which is only fitted into this overseas time-only model and its lineup. Power reserve is rated at about 60 hours, and mine seems to be running at around -1 second since I received the watch last Sunday. So that's -1 second over the past 5 days, and of the filming of this video, it is Friday. So past 5 days running about under 1 second, which is pretty damn good. It is also water resistant to 150 meters and has a screw down crown. Looking more closely at the watch, it's an integrated bracelet sports watch made popular in the 1970s. Very similar in design to the watches by Gerald Genta from Patek, AP, and IWC. Many confuse the Overseas has a Gerald Genta design. It is not. The first Overseas, the 222, was designed by Jörg Heisek in 1977, which laid the foundation for the modern Overseas. So looking closer, and I have the macro lens on, the lines of the case and the bracelet are very fluid, and you have also some nice, very angular lines here where the lugs are. Everything is a mixture between very finely brushed and highly polished reflective surfaces. You'll also notice the Maltese cross design motif and sign elements across the bezel and the bracelet and the clasp itself, and also the signed crown here. On the back, it features a sapphire crystal exhibition case back so you could see this gorgeous 5100 movement beating inside. The most striking thing that you'll notice about the movement is the compass inspired 22K gold rotor, hand done in 4 different finishes. It is simply stunning. Everything on the movement is nicely finished as you would expect from a watch at this level. Let's just spend a few seconds now and stare while the balance wheel is taken away. Now let's talk about the dial, which happens to be the favorite part of my watch. This one is in the beautiful blue dial. Depending on the lighting, the blue goes from a dark navy blue to a light blue color. Shining a light on it, you can definitely see a very slight sunbrush finish as well. The hands and dial indexes are highly polished and have blue lume on them. Now with the 2 other straps and the quick release system, this watch is super versatile for 3 different looks. It is almost as if it is 3 watches in one. And that, my friends, is how you guys should justify it to your significant other. Okay, so for the first one here it is on the standard stainless steel bracelet on my wrist, and my wrist size is 6.75 inches. And now we're gonna change over to the rubber strap. All right, so to demonstrate the quick release system here, there's a little tab, push button tab right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just push that in and it just releases up and boom, there you go. So that's one side. There you go. And then now to put this on, you simply kind of just slide it into place and wait for it to click. There you go, there's that click. And now the other side. And I think I heard that click too, so now we're good. And here we are in my pool. And here's the watch. Super sunny out here in LA. It's another beautiful day, 11 o'clock in the morning. You can see here with the sun, just really brings out the blue. It is just absolutely beautiful. Just look at that. Alright, so right now I'm in my car right now, about to head out on a Saturday morning, partly cloudy skies, and I got the alligator strap on, as you could see. So with the alligator strap, it is I believe a matte texture, beautiful finish, and the cool thing about it is that it does have a rubberized backing to prolong or increase the longevity of the strap itself. And you can kind of see how the dial looks like under partly cloudy skies from inside my car here. So you can kind of see, depending on the angle I put it in, you can kind of see it turn from this darker blue to a lighter blue color here. Pretty cool stuff. So you guys let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite combination: the stainless steel bracelet, the rubber, or the alligator. In my opinion, for me, I'll probably be wearing this mostly on the stainless steel bracelet, but it is cool to have the rubber and alligator options. Like I said, very versatile. Alright, so here's a lume shot, and that way you guys can get a sense of how it looks like in the dark. So, you know, it is not super strong compared to, say, a Submariner, but it does do the job quite nicely. And it does last pretty long, just from experience over the past few days of usage. I've always wanted a sports watch from one of the Holy Trinity brands. Now with the Nautilus 5711 and the Royal Oak 15202, virtually impossible to get at retail and insanely priced, astronomically priced in the gray market, the Overseas 4500V just seemed to be the most logical option. Now, having spent the past few days with this watch and still very much in the honeymoon period, this turns out to be the very best option of the three, in my humble opinion. I just don't know how it just gets any better than this, really. In terms of retention value, if that's of importance to any of you, and even potential appreciation, I think the Overseas, this particular model, the 4500V time-only model in blue, might be the next one to pop in value. You know, for me, the whole retention, the whole value retention argument is really a nice to have. But certainly, you know, with this costing what it costs, it is a consideration, even if it's a very small consideration. As for the negatives, I think that the only negative that I can think of at this point is the lack of the hacking second feature, which I think would have been cool to have, would have been nice to have. Most watches have it. This unfortunately does not. For me, it's a bit of an annoyance, but it is not really a big deal, nor definitely not a deal breaker. You know, as I spend more time with the watch, I do plan on maybe following up with a long-term review in the future, and we can probably, you know, see what other negatives I can think of, you know, then, and maybe in like 6 months to a year from now. Lastly, I think that the Vacheron experience deserves to be mentioned here. Well, I got this as a gift. My wife told me that she was treated extremely well by the guys at Vacheron in the Vacheron boutique in Beverly Hills. This particular watch was just one of 2 or 3, I believe, that was available in the US at the time, and one of them just happened to be at that particular store, and I believe the other one in Miami. And it wasn't hidden, you know, in a back safe somewhere reserved for a special high value client. They didn't require her to buy a bunch of watches that she didn't want before getting the privilege of getting on the wait list and having to wait a year or 2 for it. You know, just none of that BS, right? None of that BS. So I think that deserves definitely to be mentioned. It was her very first purchase at Vacheron. And the guys there also gifted her and, well, me, got this belt and got this very cool book. And I'm very much, as you could probably tell behind me, into books. So as well, so you know, so we got these things, had some pretty cool value adds. So overall, you know, I think great experience, and one that definitely deserves to be mentioned. So to wrap things up, I wanted to just say thank you, a simple thank you. Thank you to Reed and Richard at the Vacheron Boutique in Beverly Hills for your friendship. Thank you, Andrew, the founder of LA Watch Gang, for helping my wife connect the dots. And then most importantly, thank you to my beautiful and loving wife and my awesome kick-ass son for the incredible birthday gift. I mean, I just, you know, did not expect this at all. And for making my day a very special one, and one that I will never forget. As always, if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out.